Living Power with Dan Hurd.
Then, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. After I looked things over, in verse 14, I stood up and I said to the nobles, the officials, and the rest of the people, don't be afraid of them. Remember the Lord who is great and awesome, and fight for your brothers, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your homes. So, two things I want to say about this. First of all, don't be afraid of the opposition. Why? Opposition comes because someone, whether singular or plural, someone is actually afraid of you. So why would you be afraid of somebody who's afraid of you? Don't be afraid of the opposition, because the opposition is afraid of you. They don't want you to succeed because they're afraid of what it means. They have opposed you because you pose a significant threat to them. 1 Peter 5:8 says it this way, be self-controlled and alert. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. And the word that's used for roaring there is in the context of a howl of grief, as in an extreme wound or a loss. Your enemy, the devil, is roaring around because he's wounded. He's losing. And he's looking for somebody to lash out at. That's really what it's saying. So the word is important here because it says that our enemy is wounded. Your enemy is afraid of you. Don't be afraid because the enemy is afraid. And secondly, the second thing I want to say is that fear is overcome by the presence of God. You can't just stop being afraid. Oh, I'm not going to be afraid anymore. Yes, you are. Fear has to be overcome. It has to be overwhelmed. How does that happen? It happens by the presence of God. In fact, 1 John 4:8 says, God is love, right? We've known that verse. We grew up with that verse in Sunday school and Vacation Bible School. God is love. But then jump down down the chapter a little bit and look at verse 18. It says, there is no fear in love. But perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. So let the presence of God overwhelm the fear in your life. When you're afraid, spend some time with God. You need the presence of God in your life.